Everything is up. Bitcoin's up, Doge is up, ETH is up. Y'all were posting about crypto again. Y'all really didn't care for about a month when nothing was moving. But I was still mining. But I'm going to show y'all how to capitalize on those gains and make sure you keep it because y'all know once everything goes up really quickly, it usually comes back down just as quickly. So you got to capitalize on it. I'm going to show y'all how. The thing y'all need to know about are stablecoins. Stablecoins are cryptocurrencies that are always worth $1. They never move. They may fluctuate by like a tenth of a cent. But for many of y'all, that may defeat the purpose of investing in cryptocurrency. You may be thinking, why would I do that? I'm here for the gains. Now, yes, that is true. You're here for the gains, but you also want to keep those gains. And you may not want to take your gains back into dollars to just sit there and, inflate, lose value over time. You want to be able to do something with them to still generate revenue. So to do that, we can use something called a lending platform, which is, a website or app. They essentially work like a bank, but they use cryptocurrency to loan out money to people. And all you do is you deposit your money on the platform and they give you interest. Kind of like how your bank gives you interest on a savings account, except it'll usually be like 1 cent every month, no matter how much money you have in there. Now, the one I use is called Blockfi. So this is my Blockfi page. You can see I have about $500 on the account just because I was just trying it out. You can see I've already accrued 23 cents in interest, and this is just from 2 days. Now, if you've ever paid attention to your bank statement, you'll know that that is unheard of. They will not give you that much interest in 2 days, just from having my $500 sit there. And unlike a cryptocurrency where there's a risk of it going down, my money that I put in is always going to be worth $500, so there's no risk there. And then I'm getting an insanely high interest rate of like 8.6% APY, and it's, compounding and all that, accrued daily. So as far as places to keep your money once you get your gains, this is it. What I'm personally doing is I'm taking my mining payouts right now just because, I'm changing up my methods just to see what works best for me. I have a holding portfolio where I keep my Bitcoin in my wallet. I don't touch it, don't sell it. Then when I get my mining payouts, I'm immediately selling them to dollars, and then I'm depositing them on Blockfi so I can earn interest on them. So that way I won't end up with any unrealized gains. All the money I make will remain worth as much as it was when I made it, and I will still generate income on top of that. Now, Blockfi lets you deposit stablecoins, but it also lets you deposit your Bitcoin and your Ethereum and your Litecoin, other coins. And what they do is they'll give you interest on top of your Bitcoin or on top of your ETH. They pay you in whatever crypto you deposit. So the interest rates are a bit lower for cryptocurrencies. So instead of making 8%, you may make like 5%. But that's worth in Bitcoin, not in dollars. So as Bitcoin goes up, the interest you earned on top of it goes up. But there are just a few risks associated with that I don't really want to expose myself to. For one, like my previous video about how to store your crypto, how I said that you should probably use your own wallet because if you keep it on an exchange and it were to get compromised in some way, you would lose your funds. It's the same thing here. So I would much rather keep dollars on the account and then keep my actual cryptocurrency to myself. All right, the next and perhaps the most important thing is taxes. If you buy any asset and then sell it within a year, you're going to be charged a short-term capital gains tax, which basically means any money you make on top of, your initial investment is taxed as regular income. But if you hold it for more than a year, it's taxed as long-term capital gains. Long-term capital gains are taxed at a lower rate. However, that does not mean buy your crypto and hold it for a year because that's the best way to go about it. Another thing that comes with the volatility of cryptocurrency is that, it may go up a lot, but it could go down just as much or more. So if you can't be confident that your long-term gains will not outweigh your short-term taxes, then it might be a better idea to just sell. But keep in mind that when you do sell, you just changed your taxes completely. So like TurboTax, for example, they won't file your taxes for free anymore if you've sold assets. That kind of hit me this year. So like I was on Robinhood over the summer, and because I sold stocks, that meaning I need a different tax form. And to give me access to that tax form, TurboTax wanted to charge. So then I would end up having to use a different tax service or perhaps ending up having to pay. I haven't really looked into all that yet. So keep in mind that anything you sell that you've held for less than a year will complicate your taxes. and you want to make sure you've probably made more than what they're going to charge you. Because because of Robinhood, TurboTax is going to charge me like $100, and I didn't even make that much with Robinhood. Cryptocurrencies are the same thing as those stocks, so keep that in mind. Now, speaking of long-term capital gains tax, if you make less than $40,000 a year, you don't have to pay them, but that means you have to hold that asset for more than a year. So let's say you're in the 12% tax bracket and you've made a bunch of money in Bitcoin. People think Bitcoin is going to top out this year. So there's a chance that it may drop by more than 12% a year from now. You'd have to hold it for that long for you to not pay any taxes on it. So, just food for thought. Do with that information what you will. Okay, so quick summary. Put your money in Blockfi to continue earning interest without the risk. Be mindful of your taxes. Also, I will put a referral link. So if you put $100 on Blockfi, we'll both get $10. I'll, either DM me for that or I might put it in the comments. Thanks for watching.